There we go. All right.
So
The idea here is for Mark, who already built the top of this fiddle, which came out very well. Oh, and I'm glad we're talking about this now because I just remembered another thing I want to tell you about. This terrible wolf tone coming right from there.
Oh yeah, you were saying there's
Right
a wolf tone
there.
note.
Wolf note. Yeah, like powerful.
But maybe that will change when we do the other things. Maybe we don't have to.
We'll check it.
Yet.
No. Yeah, that's a good idea.
What note is it on?
It's on open G. If you do G and D, but you also do F, natural, which it's crazy. It's huge, though. That's the thing. And it, of course, one day it's not so bad, another day it's.
But they just started doing this. It didn't
No,
before?
no. It came. It started happening. I don't know when, but then I'm like, well, let's settle in. Maybe the weather. And then it stopped, and it came back. Now it's like
All the time.
all the time. So now the plan is the neck.
We're going to have to. There's several ways to get the angle better, but we're going to do a tricky one called French neck set.
And the reason is because to have the proper action
And the proper bridge height.
and the
I
proper
could lower the
height-
bridge.
I keep hitting the c-bout
Yeah, as it is.
as it is.
I could lower the bridge more, and you'd really hit the c-bout. You wouldn't be able to
Forget it.
used to it. It would be kind of a drag. So really, the neck angle has to come back up. I don't know why it's sunk as much.
So
as
the whole process is going to be what?
remove the fingerboard, and with a shaped aluminum caul, hot piece of aluminum that is bent in a curve, warp the neck back so that the scroll end of the neck ends quite a bit back, about 1/8 of an inch or so, and then plane the neck straight again. And luckily we can do that because your neck is very thick right in here. So because this heel and neck was never really shaped the way it should be, it's far too thick right in here.
And that's grafted.
Yeah,
That's
whoever did it left it extra super thick right here.
Mm-hmm.
We have this opportunity to make that more comfortable. That's important because when you go up to shift position, the thumb kind of keys the other fingers, and it's fat up in there. It's not really right. So
you're going to carve a little?
So even though we're going to warp the neck also in the back, we're going to carve it out so that it'll all come out. Yeah, we'll recarve this heel. We'll take quite a bit of material out in here, and we'll thin out this section in here a little bit.
And then you
Here
have to varnish it,
here
too,
it looks
right?
pretty good. Yeah, right in here. The neck is not normally really varnished. It's sort of French polished lightly, the shaft of the neck, but we have to actually get into the heel, so we have to revarnish right here.
Which I don't think I think this is a bad job they did.
It doesn't particularly have the same characteristic as the rest of the varnish.
That's what I call
Pretty dark.
a bad job, right?
Yeah, it's pretty dark. It's just brown varnish. Brown, okay, it's a brown film.
It's brown.
Well, I didn't do it so much better. Actually, mine came out a lot closer to the back and sides.
Oh.
Until I polished it out. So I have a photograph of it, and it looks perfect.
It's still
I'm so frustrated.
But it still blends.
It blends better than that.
Oh no, there's no comparison.
That's like a lot of burnt sienna, or burnt umber. That's what that pigment is. A lot of burnt umber in there. They just darken it down.
And so we're going to have a thicker fingerboard. Little ebb.
Well,
or no.
it should be thicker. It should be thicker. It's a really high quality board. It's a little lumpy. I was thinking about laminating a piece onto the bottom of it so I can rework it.
Oh, that's what
like
I thought you were going to do.
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
No?
Well, I can do that. I can do that. It is thin.
Why don't we just do it and get it over with?
And we can also put a new board on. That's really the right thing to do.
Do you have
I have plenty of fingerboards.
Okay.
The
quality?
The trouble with all those approaches is they all have a little bit of effect on the tone.
Right.
And it's a little hard for me to predict. If we're taking some wood out of the neck, and if we added some to the fingerboard, maybe that would balance out. It would come out basically the same. But the neck, if you had a slow motion video of the neck when it's being played, it's doing a little thing like this, and the energy that's going into the neck, going back and forth, it changes the modes of vibration of the body. If the neck is vibrating at a different frequency, it can affect the tone.